So we're just picking up again where the camera cut off, and we were talking about poofy sleeves.
Yeah.
So, and the ultimate in poof, as we've been getting into, so 1890s again.
Yeah, can we show this
Yes.
again a little bit?
Lots of poof.
Yeah. So I'd like to reiterate that anything I've said today is to the best of my own knowledge.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes. We're all always learning. So yeah, this is just one collector speaking. What's wonderful about this piece is the playfulness of the colors and the stripes. It's like, I feel like in your collection you have these, there's so much whimsy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pink dress, or the white with pink print dress is so playful, so cute. This is like could be made of candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? But again, like look at the sleeve. This is hearkening back to the sleeves of the 1830s.
So it's we've come full circle in a way.
We've come full circle in a way. And it's funny because, I mean, poofy sleeves, especially a high short one, like they did have their more little moments throughout the 19th century. And into the 20th century as well, like this came back in a big way in the 1930s. And then also in the 1980s, early 1990s. And it's kind of funny to me is that throughout all of these periods, there were people critiquing it and calling it ridiculous.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know.
I've seen like Punch magazine cartoons, and Punch magazine I guess was a popular magazine in the Victorian period. And I've seen cartoons, and they sort of ridicule women's fashions and how ridiculous they were, because like you said, there's a lot of sort of whimsical things. The 1830s too, I came across some where they were sort of, they were making caricatures of women's fashion in the period. So I guess poofy sleeves, I'm sure, got their fair share of ridicule a little bit by Punch magazine and the likes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I guess they're not the most practical, maybe, but
yeah. It's same with like the hoop, you know, the hoop skirts, like the really wide skirts. Like you sometimes see the drawings where people are hiding all sorts of things under the skirts. Yeah.
And I guess I can't remember what I saw, but with hoop skirts and fireplaces and that kind of thing, the tendency to potentially have all of this volume and catch fire was a risk.
Yeah.
So yeah, women definitely.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to see like a specially made chair that accommodated a huge bustle.
Oh.
Like the back of it was kind of cut out. It was very strange.
Where did you see that?
It was in, I forget which museum, but this is again the same trip that I made when I purchased one of the 1830s vases. So it was in France.
So anyone who doesn't know what a bustle is, that would be.
Well, this one in particular, it was like at the very back of the skirt. There was just volume created,
Yeah.
I guess, and some women went to extreme lengths and had what kind of almost looked like humps behind them. Yeah, it got really dramatic too, but I'm more fond of the sleeves personally.
And the bustle, what period would that have been, having the large bustle? Was that 18?
Well, 1870s, 1880s is what I understand to be the height of that particular style of bustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually I did, kind of going back to the Punch magazine, I saw one of the characters, and they were speaking about bustles, and they had done, it was a woman that looked like a bumblebee at the back.
Oh, yeah.
So they did a big bumblebee, because it creates quite the back end.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But I guess so we have these sort of extreme examples, but then there's this piece which seems very subtle in comparison. Which
Yeah.
Is also, yeah.
Yeah, again, this is another piece from your collection. Let's see, I hope you can see the sleeve. there.
Yeah, just, I mean, the pattern is interesting, but I'm guessing this is this is wool, or is it?
Well,
I think it might be.
I haven't touched it with my bare hands,
Yeah.
so I couldn't really tell you. That's the beauty of part of the beauty of being a collector is you can get more hands-on. Like when you walk into a museum, they're not like, hey, come touch this 1830s blouse.
Yes.
So if you really want the experience, you have to invest, I guess.
And you can find things, I guess, online and at shops and that kind of thing. But yeah, this example just seems so, yeah, in comparison, did the sleeves once again narrow as we, there goes our clock, as we get past the 1890s?
Well, that's the thing again, like the 1890s is really interesting for its sleeves because it's just like, you know, a 10-year period. But it's shifted so quickly, so dramatically. What would you, yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, throughout that period, like you did see crazy poofy sleeves and you did see really tight slim